So, this episode, this is a recap of episode 1 as I start episode 2.
What the fuck?
This playthrough is my second one. And, well, before I talk about that,
What do you want?
this is my second one, and I'm going to be doing a completely opposite replay of what I did the first time. Now, what this is showing is, it's showing a lot of the crucial high points of episode 1 where choices had to be made,
Hey, leave him
but
alone.
it's not choosing to actually show
It makes
the
perfect
choice
sense I'd see you today.
the choices that
Welcome
I
home,
made,
Max.
which is sort of
That's
odd.
Rachel
Nor
Amber.
really sort
A
of the
missing
outcome. It
person
shows sort of the
poster
generic
Blackwell. 6 months
pre-choice
ago,
and after choice,
She just
but
left
not
Arcadia
any of the
without a
specifics
word.
based on what
Without
you did
me.
choose.
Something happened to her.
Wait,
For
Is it
instance,
grass?
this is
tell me
Chloe's
the truth.
father,
That's an order.
and
I didn't.
you have the
black out.
option.
I had
You have a bunch
another
of different
vision.
options there during that
town's going to
computation,
get
but it
wiped
doesn't
out by a
show
tornado.
any of them.
Max, tell me everything.
So, this playthrough I'm going to be doing is my second one, as I said, and I'm going to be doing the complete opposite of what I did through my first playthrough to sort of see how the game is different or not based on your playthroughs. And let's wake up. So, normally when I play games like this, like I played The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us, which were both really good games I'd recommend. When I play them, I play them multiple times normally, 2 or 3 times, to see the differences. And my first playthrough is normally what I would do if I was in their shoes, which is sort of a cautious, kind, helpful sort of playthrough. Some people might find that boring. So this playthrough is going to be the complete opposite. I'm going to make all the opposite choices. There's normally 3 to 5 major choices and 10 to 15 minor choices, and I'm going to try my best to catch all the choices. And when I do that, I am going to sort of be an aggressive jerk, I guess, because I feel like that's the opposite of what I did in my first playthrough. So, this is Max. And I'm going to do sort of a speed playthrough. Obviously I'm interested in seeing the changes, so... And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut this episode into pieces. Every time I make a major
no
choice,
rewind will keep me clean.
I'm
I
going
still
to
need a shower.
sort of end it and restart as a new video, which will help me keep track of everything. And maybe later on when I do more videos, I will just do long, complete videos all at once. So we got a text message from our friend Chloe, and at the end of episode 1 we told her about our power to rewind time, so now she's interested in meeting for early breakfast to see what happens.
Even with
Oh, we
all
also got a message. Oh, I lost it. We also got a message from our mom, and she is telling us not to water the plant that she gave
crazy
us.
shit going on,
And,
it is
unfortunately
so
for
cool
the poor
having Chloe
plants,
back in my life again.
I'm going to have to
Like
not
no
water it
time
because I
passed.
watered it last time, and it is a decision that has an effect, which may seem a little silly. So right now I'm going to show you 2 different decisions, one which doesn't have an effect, and one which does. So first, we're going to make our bed.
I am so not a rebel. I
This
always
making
like
the
my
bed
bed to be neat
has
and
no
tidy.
effect on the game.
Thanks, Mom.
Now you'll be able to see a difference in a second. So we're going to water the plant to start.
Drink up. It's got electrolytes.
Water the plant, and the game shows us that it is a choice because it says this action will have consequences. Now this is a minor choice, and we're also not going to actually go through with it because I did it in my previous playthrough, and I'm doing the opposite. So here I'm going to show you how the power works. I have the ability to rewind time and take back decisions. So we're going to rewind, and there, we didn't water the plant. We could do it again, but we're not going to. Now, again, there's lots of things you can look at. I'm going to look at a couple of them just to give you an idea.
I can't keep my eyes open, but I know there's a scientific answer.
So she's trying to figure out her power. She stayed up late last night doing research, and you can help. There's a helpful thing to help you look at the text quicker. But again, there's a lot of things to look at. We are again not going to do all of them because that would take a much longer time. So we're going to do the first thing we need to do, which is go take a shower.
Okay, Max, let's hit the showers now.
Let's see, is there anything else? I guess not, let's go.
Seriously, do not forget I need those papers before tonight. Like now. Thanks,
So
Sherry.
the character in the room is named
Yeah,
Victoria,
of course,
and
Victoria.
she's a mean girl in the most cliched sense. Oh, here's something else. So this is another sort of one of those choices you can make, a minor choice. This toilet paper came through and hit poor Alyssa on the head. Now I'm going to rewind and tell her. Oh no! Shoot, I forgot. Okay, I didn't get there quick enough. All right, let's go back. Sorry. I'm going to warn
Alyssa,
her.
can you stand over there?
Okay, Max, if that makes you happy.
Again, this is a minor choice.
Wow, now that was close. Thank you, Max.
Unfortunately for poor Alyssa, she's always getting into trouble. Every episode seems to have a place where you can help her avoid getting hit by one thing or another. But unfortunately for her, I made those choices the first time through. I protected her, and this time I can't. So we're going to rewind and let her get hit by the toilet paper, which, you know, can't feel too bad about that. So this is episode 2, and Max has started to experience some
Ow!
pain when she flashes back. Not that it ever has any real effect on the game, but again, if you go back all the way, right, she sort of winces and the screen sort of gets a little almost like bloody on the corners. Okay, we're going to the shower though. And so this episode, poor Alyssa, this episode, episode 2, is really a lot about Kate right here. Kate, we met in episode 1. Again, I didn't make any video of it. But, she's well, again, I don't want to say too much about her before we go, so, here we go.
Oh, hey, Kate. Sorry about yesterday.
Now, Max was a real jerk to
I'm
her
sorry
yesterday.
you didn't do anything to help. But you're just like everybody else here.
One of the main choices was
It's not true. I wanted to help, but
her, or not help her. She
whatever.
was being
It's
bothered
done.
by the security guard, who's
By the way, Max,
Chloe's
do you still
stepdad.
have my copy of the October Country?
And you could either intervene to help
Yes, of course.
Kate,
It's
or
great
you
so
could
far.
take a
I
picture
didn't realize
of the fight,
Bradbury was such a
and then
poet.
Kate saw you take a picture. And
Can you
I did the
please
second
bring
one
it
this
back
time
to my
around,
room this morning?
because the first time I
I
did the other
just
one.
need to take some notes for class.
Absolutely. I'll bring it by later.
Now, again, knowing what I know, I'm going to feel really sad about some of the choices I'm going to have to make in this second playthrough. But let's see. And this is where you realize that the game can't really do hair very well. The hair stays perfectly solid in the part. But I think the characters, in spite of their hair and slightly unresponsive character models,
What's up, Kate?
I think the face still does a pretty good job
Cool.
at conveying emotion.
That's it.
And
That
here
video
we're gonna
of the
see an
clubbing didn't
example
look
of
like homework.
what these guys thought was
Victoria, that
high
wasn't me.
school
Oh
slang.
my god, right.
But I think it comes off as pretty painful.
Don't be shy.
Throughout the
I think it's awesome you
series.
set a tongue record on video.
You're going to be sorry someday.
Oh, boo-hoo. I'm sorry you're a viral slut. I'm sure she had fun.
Looks like it.
I know Nathan hooked her up. And you know he has the good shit.
Preach it, sister.
Yuck! I still have goddamn paint all over my face. Max Selfie thought she was a badass taking that
So
picture.
yesterday, in
I should have
episode
beat her
1,
down.
you were forced
That was
to dump
so
paint
uncool.
on Victoria,
She's
though
jealous 'cause
she doesn't
Mark,
know you did it.
Mr. Jefferson
And then
knows
you had
I'm
either
going to
the
win
option to
Everyday
comfort
Heroes
her,
contest. He thinks
or
Max is a joke.
to laugh at her and take a picture. And the first time I was nice and comforted her, so the second time I had to be a jerk and take a picture of her. And that's what she's talking
She's a
about.
weirdo with that dumb camera.
I hate that I'm so quirky crap. Anyway, let's leave the link to Kate's video so everybody gets a chance to see her in action.
You are such an evil biatch. I love it.
Poor girl with horrible lines. And again, this is the first of this episode, perhaps, of having to make choices I don't really like. I'm going to leave that video link up on the board because I erased it last time, and I can't do that now. So we're just gonna skip on by.
I better get dressed and go give back Kate's book.
And somehow, in that really quick period of time, let's see, we're gonna just fix that. I don't know if that has a impact or not. I can't remember. So, me and Victoria, the mean girl, had a bit of a nice relationship. Well, a semi-peaceful relationship the first time through. But I've had to do a number of things, and she has appropriately retaliated. So we are sort of going to be, I imagine, in sort of a constant war
No fucking way.
through this playthrough.
This is not why I came to Blackwell.
And I can already
And I
sort of
still have
see,
to clean all this crap
based on
up
the ending,
after
how
I find Kate's book.
a constant war with her might cause some different results than at least trying to be friendly. Well, not friendly, but, you know, trying to not get in too many fights there during the course of the series.
Ta-da! I do love a clean room. Very
Okay,
zen.
again, there's lots of stuff in here. We're just
Except
gonna
for
go
that
for where the book
bullshit
is. The book
graffiti.
is right here. But
Of course she just spilled soda on Kate's book. I better fix this fast. Kate needs the book, and I don't want to add to her list of problems.
okay, there we go.
Be
There's the cup.
gone, foul soft drink.
Do you really need 2 clicks?
Aha, you sneaky book. You're mine.
Okay, before we can go, we are just going to. Oh no.
Maybe I'll just put on a shirt and jeans. Hey, Einstein had the same exact suit for every day of the week, and he couldn't even rewind time.
Okay, we're about to have a
Now I
longish
can finally take this back to Kate before I'm
conversation with
late.
Kate here. We're gonna
As
erase her
if
board
I
for
have
her.
to worry about being late anymore. I do have all the time in the world now.
This is interesting. I got a text, and we're not gonna look at too much of this stuff. I got a text, and I'm a bit surprised by this, as I thought it was based on something I did in episode 1, and I did the opposite, but I still get the text. So, again,
Oh,
sometimes you
shit.
feel like things are
Now I'm
entirely
getting
the
all these
same,
threats. It
and then sometimes you
never
feel like
ends.
things are really different.
This has to be from Nathan. Kate? You in there?
Yes, I'm here. Come in, Max.
Again, there's a lot of stuff looking in Kate's room. One of the things that it's sort of like a mini goal is to collect a lot of photos throughout the game. I'll probably still try and get those. There is one particular thing in here I would need to find if I was going to achieve an objective in this episode, but since I achieved the objective last time, and I'm doing the opposite, there's no need to look around for anything. So I'm just going to speak to Kate. And this is a bit of a long
Hey,
conversation.
Kate, I brought your book.
Now, most of this conversation
Max,
is...
why didn't you do anything
we'll stop for a
when
second.
David harassed me yesterday?
So, oh, there we go. So, most of this conversation is not going to affect the game. It
I
has
wanted proof David was in your face.
no effect.
I
It's
thought he was
just,
different.
you know, how the player gets to see
Happy
the
to see
game.
that somebody cares.
Or at least it said, it
Hey,
doesn't say it has an
I
effect, so I
actually
assume it
do
doesn't.
care. So, what's the story with you and David?
Well, he's a total paranoid ass. He thinks I'm part of the Vortex
The
Club.
Vortex Club is the
right.
jock.
What about this video?
The jock
I
club,
swear
you
I
know, the
haven't
jocks
watched
and the
I can't even
preppies
watch
and
it,
all those
Max.
people.
I won't either.
Thank you, Max. You know how humiliating this is for me?
I know this sucks, Kate, but tell me about the video and maybe I can help.
Basically, I went to one Vortex Club party and ended up making out with a bunch of people. And I have no memory of it.
That's awful. So,
Now, while
How
this is
did that
important,
happen?
It's a long story. I'm still trying to sort it all out.
Kate
You
doesn't
have to
really
tell me more
remember
than that.
what
happened at the party? Did you drink?
I swear to God, I had one sip of red wine, and then I drank water.
I'm going
I'm
to
sure it was just
be a little
one
more
sip.
I
antagonistic
take a
to
sip
her
at
than
church,
perhaps
and I
was
don't end
before,
up on a viral video.
but it doesn't
okay?
matter.
Did somebody drug you?
I remember
None of these options I choose here
I remember
matter,
getting sick
for anyone
and dizzy.
in the future.
Go on.
then Nathan Prescott said he would take me to the hospital.
Nathan Prescott is the person in the opening that shoots Chloe before you rewind time, and they're going to talk about his family a bit throughout the series.
Nathan Prescott? Oh shit.
He was being nice for a change when he offered to help me.
He's the opposite of nice. What next?
All I recall is driving for a long time. And I woke up in a room. I thought it was a hospital because it was so white and bright.
Go on. I'm listening.
Somebody was talking to me in a soft voice. I thought it was a doctor until I heard Nathan and felt a sharp sting in my neck. And
And?
that's all I remember. I don't know what happened. I woke up outside my dorm room the next day. I didn't have any marks or bruises.
So
I
one thing I'm
felt
going to point
gross.
out is this
So, who took the
deer
video
or
of you at the
doe
party?
on Max's
I
shirt.
have no idea.
It's a common
Probably
symbol
Victoria.
throughout
She was
the
there being her main
series,
self.
but
Jesus, Kate.
I think it's really just a symbol to
sorry.
have symbolism, but without
This
any
is
real
serious
meaning.
shit.
If
How do I
anyone
get a
thinks
viral video
otherwise,
taken
I'd be
down?
glad to hear why.
I know it's already
so,
spreading. What if my church sees that? I need to know what to do.
Kate, we'll figure it out. I'll check back later, okay?
Thanks, Max. You can put my book here near my
Okay,
bag.
we're going to put the book down. We're going to see our first big choice. Again, there's a lot of stuff in this room, but most of it's irrelevant. One small thing might be important.
So, Max, can I ask you a question? And please be honest.
Absolutely, Kate. Anything.
I need to find out if Nathan Prescott helped me or hurt me after that party. Should I go to the police?
Now, this right here indicates it's one of the big choices, of which there are normally 3 to 5 in an episode. And I know I picked go to the police last time. What I would normally do, and I'm going to do it for every big choice, is I would pick the one I didn't plan on picking, look at it, watch it, then rewind and pick the one I wanted to pick. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm not going to rewind the small choices, I'm just going to rewind the big choices so you can sort of see both sides. Which, let's see, so we're going to go to the police because we're not going to do that. That's what I did last time.
Yes, you should definitely go to the police.
It's
Kate.
the more
I
comforting
totally
one.
believe every word you say.
And the
Nathan
more,
Prescott
the
is
one where Max
truly
really
dangerous.
says that
Bless
she
you, Max.
believes Kate.
I will go to the police. And also Principal Wells. With you as my backup witness, they'll have to take us seriously now.
Backup witness? Well, I mean, I believe you and everything, but we're still just spoiled punk students to the cops and faculty. I just think we need to be very careful here.
Why? Careful of what?
Nothing. Except the Prescotts are a powerful family.
They will commonly
hope
say that
this
they
won't
own the
backfire on
town,
us,
they
that's
own
all.
the school, they took a
Even
long
though that
way.
rich
and a lot
bastard
of
has earned
land.
some serious bad karma. He'll get it.
So, after a conversation, after a big decision, Max always, in her mind, thinks about what she chose and the other options. We're gonna hear that right now.
Time out, Max. You actually told Kate to go to the police and the principal after getting a scary text threat. Now the police will definitely drag you into this shit.
The game is very good at trying to convince you to consider the other side. And, yeah, we're gonna rewind. One of the interesting things about this game, again, compared to other episodic choice games, is the ability, obviously, to look at both options, at least when you make them. Whereas The Wolf Among Us and The Walking Dead are more about immediate reaction, this one's about considering the two options. So we're going to place the book down again, and this game allows you to skip through a lot of stuff once you've already had the conversation. So we skipped, and now we're going to look for proof. And that's the one we're going to stay with Even though
If you do that,
I'm gonna feel
they
like a bit
won't
of a jerk.
believe you. You're on video grabbing at all those guys, and they'll use that against you. Bad.
But I know I was drugged.
That's what you have to prove, not them. I'm just telling you how the cops in school will look at this. The video doesn't exactly back you up.
You make me feel so hopeless.
No,
Which is funny because
Kate.
Max hasn't seen the video.
I just don't want you to get hurt anymore.
That seems impossible at this point. So that's your answer?
I think we should wait. There are other things going on that might help you.
But not right now. So I can walk down the halls with people calling me a viral slut. Thanks, Max.
Yep, so that's the end of that one, and we'll hear Max's opinion of that.
Good job, Dr. Max. She didn't like what I had to say, but we need more proof of what happened.
And this is where I'm going to end the first video. This is the first big choice, and then I'll be doing another one. And so that's it for now, and that's it. I just want to get to a save point, and then I'm going to cut the video.